What's up, guys? It's Key Trades. Today is June 23rd and a banger way to start off the week. 3 for 3 on callouts, but counting 2 for 2 in the win rate as we had my second trade call out no one took. But besides the point, overall, a great day. So coming into testimonials, we had Caesar owned trade. Gabe took the longs with me, and then my profit is somewhere up in here. Yep, Chris took that PM call out. Here's the funded, and then live I played my live trade small size as it wasn't the exact model I wanted to see, but here's that profit there, live account as always. Coming into our pre-market plan, I said we have respect of the 1 hour bullish, inverse of the 1 hour bearish. I said I like the longs off open. I was not right, but you don't have to be right. You have to have your targets and you have to see what sets up. I said after a buy side, respect the 1 hour. If we get a sharp shift, then I'm looking lower. I said ES had the SMT with NQ. That was the SMT that made the sell-off off the open. And then coming into the market. As I said, respect of the 1 hour, inverse of the 1 hour bearish. That's why I was looking for the longs. Again, my targets were simple. Buy side here, buy side here, buy side here. Sell side targets, sell side low, sell side low, sell side low. 1 hour time frame. Coming in off the open, we absolutely ripped down. And we ripped down, we ended up doing what? Sweeping out this low. 446 low. Left an SMT here. Right? 446 low, we swept it on NQ. Going to ES. On that same time frame, we can see this 446 low fails to sweep and we make a higher low. So that is a bullish SMT. Coming back into NQ. I said, longs off the SMT look great here. I'm just not liking the big risk, right? If you're looking at this trade, right, playing the inverse, maybe on, I was mainly looking at a 3 minute, right? If you play this inverse 3 minute with the 1 minute, 3 minute bullish, right? The risk is just too big in my opinion, right? I don't trade with a 56 point risk. Some people do, and honestly, the reward matches. Not the best 2 to 1, but it matches. It's a confident trade, but I just didn't like the big risk. So what I did was different. I waited for the 5 minute fair value gap to get invalidated after news. Once we inversed that 5 minute, I was comfortable taking an aggressive long entry. Why am I comfortable taking an aggressive long entry right here? Because I simply put my stop just below the 5 minute. Right, understanding that we are clearly bullish. We have the SMT, we have the sweep, we've respected higher time frame imbalances, respecting this 1 minute. So if we were to seek a long, we would be fine placing our stop here. Because worst case scenario, it should respect and run higher. And we didn't even get that. I grabbed an aggressive entry at the 1 minute fair value. My stop was below the 5 minute inverse. I had a 27 point risk. I scaled 1 to 1, 27 points. I left runners to 944 for about a 48 point gain playing the break of the highs, right? And that is my targets, these stacked buy side highs. As you can see, we had the 75 sweep, and then we had these stacked buy side highs. And our last target did not get met, which was 130 and 35s, which is previous day's high equal high. It's sitting here. Boom. Understanding that we swept out these highs, what should come next? How did we act? We had an aggressive sell-off, right? I was not on, hopped on around here. And what I said in the chat was this. I was looking for a potential continuation down to the other targets I called, right? And I asked if anyone took the inverse, right? Me and Caesar were both looking at that 15 and 5 minute aligned and looking for that continuation short. So this trade was a call out and it was just a quick scalp. No one took it, but it's totally fine. Again, looking at this 5 minute fair value gap here. Let me clear everything off first. 5 and 15 minute here. Here's that 15 minute fair value gap. As you can see, we faked that sucker out, and then here's your inverse close entry. Again, this is a scalp trade. Again, you would not look for continuation to a new low. Why would I not look for continuation for a new low? Because we just swept out the day's low and found aggressive selling. But again, this is a 15 minute model. It's a confident model, right? So this is an inverse close entry short. Stop loss will be placed here or here. Again, no one took it. And it's just a quick scalp here for about 30 to 40 points, right? 38 points to the low. And that was that little scalp trade. Why did you play so tight? Because we have these bullish fair value gaps here. And on a higher time frame, we have the 5 minutes sitting here. All right, so what did I look for next? I was looking at this. If we inverse this 5 minute, then we should be short down to the low. Did we inverse the 5 minute? No, we respected it, right? So I said, we're in the middle, we're going to wait, right? And then I came down here to this. If we inverse the 5 minute, then look longs to the high. Those are my plans. I was off for the day. I already won. And I said likely 15-minute inverse longs. Wait for closure. There's your closure, right? Coming into the 15-minute time frame. Again, I'm guiding the members. I'm not telling them when to buy and sell because I'm not live, but I'm guiding them through the whole trade. There is your inverse. There is your long. Bam. What are your targets? 15-minute highs. New high a day. Coming in on the 1 minute. Where would I place my stop loss? Likely below this 1 minute bullish fair value gap that got respected, right? Oh, no, we didn't even tap that, right? But below this bullish 1 minute fair value gap. Again, playing these highs. Why are these highs? Because they're consolidated highs. And if we go on the 5 minute, it is a conservative scale because it was a respected 5 minute fair value gap here that made the short move. Coming back in. Here is your entry at the closure. 38-point stop. A big stop, but what do you see the reward? 91 points. It is a huge reward. So that is a great quality 2.5 to 3 to 1 trade there. But that was going to be it for the day. Caught the longs off the open. I'm done for the day. Scalped it on my funded, the short here. Longs off the open. I'm done. Came on to the PM. Called the quick inverse scalp. Nobody took it. Gave them the guide. They got the inverse 15 minute. There's their long. Their stops are below here. And it's an absolute ripper day. 3 for 3. But that's going to be it, guys, for June 23rd's recap. An absolute banger day. And we're going to carry it on into the next day. Thank you guys for watching. Leave a like, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you want to join the Discord, we have a link in the bio. We'd be happy to have any and all new members. But until next time, guys, peace out.